There.
Okay.
A little closer. I know Eric's saying a little bit closer. So what is
You want me to go
going on?
that way?
Oh, this way. You bet. Yes.
Okay. All right. Now,
And Bev,
yes,
we have somebody on the line, so whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
Are you? Are you ready? No,
I
I'm just
think
playing.
so. Let's find out, Eric.
Okay, we have Shawn from Bertand's Music of San Bernardino, and he's on the air with you guys.
Okay, Shawn, hello.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for coming. And a few moments ago, we were just talking to Devis and about the headdress ball, and I'm glad that we have a chance to talk to you. And I want to thank you and your whole staff for that lovely gift that you gave to put into the basket.
No problem. We're always happy to help.
Yes. And now, would you please tell us what's going on in your store?
Bertand's actually right now, basically what we focus on is schools, band, and orchestra. Right now, school is winding down, so we've got a lot of different sales going on in the store in terms of band and orchestra instruments, trying to help out kids that maybe just started, that are looking to continue on in band and orchestra, that want to actually go and purchase an instrument. So we've got tons of great deals on that, tons of great deals and sales on accessories. And the other big thing that a lot of people know us for is, of course, karaoke. We've got a huge karaoke selection, and anyone who's been in the store will be able to tell you that we do have a fantastic selection, but the selection that you actually see in the store is so small in comparison with what we actually have and what we actually can get, because we do have a warehouse in San Marcos, and we get deliveries twice a week, so we're constantly getting KJs from the area that come in that really want certain titles. They'll come in and they get them on a weekly basis. So we've got a lot of things going on in the store. I recommend everybody to come in and check it out.
Well, I really love your store, and as you know, I and Richard have been shopping with you for all of our gear for, I think it's been, about 1,000 years now, hasn't it?
Hey, Shawn,
Yeah,
I have a question. I'm an old percussionist from way back. I mean, I'm a drummer. So what are your trap sets? How much are they running nowadays?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question.
The question, can you hear me with this mic? I said, I'm an old percussionist drummer.
Uh-huh.
I said, how much are trap sets selling for nowadays?
Trap sets, I'm not sure, but if you come in the store, I'm sure we can set you up with a good deal.
Well, that's what I wanted to know. I didn't know what your drums were.
Absolutely. Just come into the store, ask for me, and we'll take a look at all the different options. Also, we do have an in-store percussionist.
Yes.
And any kind of question you have regarding any type of specialty percussion, any type of question regarding setup or anything like that, he can help you with. We tend to try to make sure that we have employees in the store, at least one person for every different item that we're going to carry. So band, orchestra, we want to make sure that we have someone that specializes in those areas, so that if someone comes in for something in that area, that they can actually, help them out accordingly.
And I know you have drums, some of them big round things, right?
What, the
They're the ones that
drums?
They're the ones that go boom.
That's it.
Now, wait a
right.
minute, Bev. Are you speaking of that or a cymbal? Those are big round things.
No, not the cymbals. We're talking about the drums.
Yeah.
And also, you give lessons to the children, different music lessons, don't you?
We do, and we've actually, in some of our other locations, we've started what's known as a ukulele circle. I'm sure you know at least a few people that play ukulele as a hobby or maybe more seriously, but the ukulele is just exploding in terms of popularity right now. Everyone wants one. They're inexpensive. You can get, and I'm not joking, you can get top-of-the-line ukuleles for about $120 to $150, and there's no other instrument like that.
Now, why are they so popular?
They're small. They only have 4 strings, and they're incredibly easy to play, and they sound really fantastic. And so I think when you can spend $120 and get a top-of-the-line instrument and, be able to pick it up and start playing it almost right away, I think that's going to attract anybody. And so we've been doing ukulele circles in all of our other locations, and we're going to be bringing it very soon to San Bernardino, and so that's something to look out for as well. So we're going to have some nice group lessons for ukulele and other instruments. And yes, we do private lessons for every single instrument.
Shawn, what's the age group? What's your youngest player of the ukulele?
Youngest player, I've seen them as low as 5.
I was going to say, I was thinking 3 or 4-year-old. Would a 4-year-old, but you've seen them as young as 5.
Yeah, I've seen it as young as 5, but of course, it really depends. 3 and 4 is going to depend on the child, so right. I wouldn't say don't try it. It really depends on the child. Some children have really good attention spans, and they can start very, very young. Others need to wait until about 5, 6, 7.
Well, that is really interesting. If you never told us this, I never would have known it. And I had no idea that, the ukuleles would air.
Yeah, and they're fantastic. And like I said, they're just so affordable and so easy to play. And they come in all different sizes, too. So, they're all very easy to play, but you have baritone, you have even a bass ukulele. We've got concert, tenor, and soprano as well. So, they run the gamut, and they sound fantastic, really easy to play. They're really fun instruments. I love having them in the store.
I hear the call of the islands in the background from some music.
Yes. And Eric, is that the ukulele coming through?
Yeah, that's the Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Israel. I can't say his last name.
I love the way he redid that song.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. That's one of my favorite songs.
It's a little low. You can barely hear it. I don't know. Can you hear it, Shawn?
I can, actually. And he is one of the people that made that very popular. That instrument is made very popular by people like him. Also, for any Beatles fans that might be listening, Paul McCartney and George Harrison loved ukulele and actually recorded with ukulele quite a few times.
Yeah, and some of the songs they did, yes. Well, boy, you learn something new every day, don't you, Sue?
I love music.
I do, too. Yes. Unbelievable. And what else is new, darling?
Outside of that, we've just been trying to, I think, change the face of the store. We're trying to change things up, trying to get some new products in, because every year, anyone who's familiar with the music business, we have something called NAM. It's the National Association of Musical Merchants, and they come out with new products, and every merchant is doing it. They're all trying to get new products out there, and so we basically go to these shows, and we see all these new things, and we try to incorporate them in the store. So we've got, we've got something called a Jumbie Jam, and it's basically another really easy instrument to play. It's just basically a metal pan that's tuned to 1 octave diatonic, G major scale. And so kids can come in and play it. We have charts there that show how to play different songs, and immediately kids will just pick up the mallets and start hitting on this steel drum, and immediately are playing music. And so that's another really fun instrument that get kids involved in music very, very quickly, which is important now, I think, because a lot of times kids with games, TV, and everything else, we're experiencing shorter attention spans. Kids want a faster, more immediate gratification. So I think instruments like the Jumbie Jam, which is a steel drum, and then the ukulele, that are both easy to play, that you can start making music on, I think those instruments are really vital to get kids into the other instruments, maybe different fretted instruments like the bass or the guitar or band or orchestra instruments. So they're really important, and they're really fun.
Well, I have to agree with you 100%, because the children, the smaller that or the younger they are, and the more that they see and hear and feel everything that's out there, the better they're going to grow. And music, straight across to all genres, from singing to instruments, dance, whatever it is, the more they get involved, you're right, it's going to give them the strength mentally and physically to go on in their lives, and they're going to be a better person because of it.
Absolutely, and that's kind of the mantra at Bertand's Music. I know it's not just something that we say, it's something that every single employee, every manager, and the Bertands themselves, it starts at the top and works its way to the bottom. I mean, everybody in this company feels the same way about music, and that it is an integral part to being a human, not just something that's fun to do on the side, not just something that's a nice hobby to do, but something that really is going to make you a better human being. And every single person in this company plays music in some way, shape, or form and understands the value and the power of that. And so I think everybody is really involved with it. Makes it just a really fun and nice company to work for and to be around, really.
Well, it is, and like I said, I and Richard knew you and the whole family for so many years, and that's 100% what you just said, and I know it, I've seen it, I've heard it, and everything else, so thank you again. And real quick, can we have your address and phone number, and also if you want to bump out the store in San Diego, bump it out.
Absolutely, yeah. We are located actually on 910 East Highland Avenue. That's San Bernardino, California. And that's actually right across the street, if you're familiar with the area. It's right across the street from Paris Hill Park, right next to the Juan Pollo. Our phone number is area code 909-886-5338. And we're also on Facebook. So if you go on Facebook and you look for Bertand's Music, San Bernardino, you'll find us on there. We put all kinds of special sales and anything else that's going on in the store up there. So it's a very good idea to like that page and get involved on there as well.
Shawn, I have a last question to ask you. I'm an educational consultant for the International Expressive Art Therapists Association, which was founded here in California. And with me being a former art therapist, I've known many people. Actually, when I was doing my studies in art therapy, right alongside me, my other student friends were doing music therapy. Do you have a lot of music therapists that come in and work with the children in the store? Are you familiar with the music therapist? Are you a music therapist?
I am not, but I am familiar with it. I actually went to Cal State Fullerton and studied classical guitar there.
Yes.
They had a great program there. It's kind of dwindling, pretty much with all the other music programs.
Right.
But I did know about 3 people that actually graduated from there that went into that field. It's a fairly new field,
yes.
But I've heard many good things about it, and it's starting to grow. So I'm really optimistic about that.
Well, and I thank you for saying that. Yes, because the aesthetic arts is very, very important. And, yes, I'm very sad with being a former teacher that, when the arts and musics were taken out of the schools, now you still have some music programs within some of the public school system. But, it's down to similar to like that European model where the parents have to go out and pay for the music classes, or if they want to give the enrichment to their child, they have to do it. So I praise you and thank you for having your music store.
Oh, well, thank you for having me on.
And Shawn, thank you so much. I have to let you go. I see a couple of more lights flashing at me here, and I really got to get to these phones. But Shawn, thank you again for the gift that you gave us for the headdress ball. Next week, I will pop in and let you know the result of all of this, what's going on. Say hello to the family for me, and let's keep in touch.
Sounds good, Bev. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, hon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, Eric, who's on the other line, please?
We have Rich. Your good old buddy Rich.
Oh, from Starflight Entertainment.
Yes.
Yes. Hey, Richard, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing fine.
Okay, now what you got for us today?
Well, I was talking to our friend Leo up at the Wrightwood Inn today, and I told him I'd get a little information out about what's going to be going on next weekend up at Wrightwood.
Well, they don't have any more snow, do they?
No.
Oh.
No rain either.
We can't go skiing, Sue. Oh, fudge.
No snow, no rain, no hail, no nothing.
Well, it's considered mud season. I grew up in the Rocky Mountains on the ski slope. I'm an old Aspen and Steamboat Springs and actually Vail gal, and also Park City country. So I understand this. So that snow's probably melting. It's probably pretty muddy up there.
That's when you put on a good set of combat boots.
Yes.
And you just go right through it, and you don't worry about washing the car until you're out of the area.
Well, if you get a new snowfall, it's okay, but it can be kind of icy. Is it icy up there?
Is it icy up there?
No, you guys still talking to me? All of a sudden I got lost here.
Yeah, no, we're talking. Okay, so what's going on up there?
No, it's real nice up there.
Okay.
But next week,